cracks in it. And when we fix these cracks, our whole money story is changed to the point that we are always supported. So this is the beginning of a series, hopefully, on the topic stories we tell, stories we live. So today I will touch on the money story, and we'll talk a bit about my experience with it and experience of money stories with my clients. So I want to begin with the understanding that everything is a projection. Everything we see is a projection that is coming from within us. And as Grigory Grabovoi also says, we constantly receive information in the form of energy, photons of light from the environment. We receive it, it goes into our system, and then we project, we process those informations and broadcast them out, and that's how we create reality. That's how we also project the stories we live. So we project those stories. So those who know how the system of manifestation really work and mastered those systems, they are not necessarily people that want good for us, but they know how to influence us very effectively. So part of these systems are also, of course, the environment we're brought up in, and different institutions such as kindergartens, schooling systems, etc. So I was always wondering myself, at least here in my culture in Slovenia, why don't they teach us in school how to manage the energy and how to manage the money, at least on some level. I've never learned anything about that while I was going through Slovenian schooling system from kindergarten, primary school, high school, and university. So please comment down below if you have ever wondered about that, or if you have similar experience. And I have a strong feeling, because I'm already working on February intuitive guidance for the month, that the shift in that respect will be massive in February. Something will be changing in our consciousness, but also in financial systems. So that's how, you know, we are programmed to live different stories, from partnership, how we do life, what we study, how we do relationships, story with our money, etc., etc. So before we go into the money story, maybe just a few words about what money is from what I have experienced. I'm not an expert, obviously, but I am exploring a system of manifestation and development of potential through intuition. And here I have to, of course, work on my money story, and I also work on money story with my clients. So, number one, money was invented as a means of exchange, and I know we all know that. It was intermediate. I had, let's say, potato, and you had chicken, but I didn't need chicken, so we exchanged money so that we can swap it with something else, right? So and the second thing, as long as the money printing was based on gold, it made sense, right? So you could only print it as much as you had gold, right? But today, that's no longer the case, right? So, in essence, the institutions can print as much money as they need it, but they don't give it to us, right? Or for the betterment of the world. They use it for their control systems, to maintain their control systems. So it would be very naive to think that they don't print money if they need it. That's, anyway, my opinion. The third thing about money, from my understanding, is money is energy. In itself, it's not bad, but it's also not good. It's just energy. So we need to get the emotions out of the money equation. That's how we go into the flow with this energy more easily, more abundantly. Fourth thing about money. So was the belief that we are dependent on money. You could say that we are, but deep down, I really don't believe that we are. But we are addicted, maybe, to thinking that we need money to live. Because if money is energy, which it is, without energy we can't reside in this body, right? So this body can't be alive without energy, without soul. And you know, it's also a form of energy that is communicated through the mind behind the curtains to our consciousness, and our consciousness reflects what we project in form of reality that we are living. And our money story is the product of our awareness, consciousness of money. And the consciousness is not perfect yet. You know, it has like cracks in it. And when we fix these cracks, our whole money story is changed to the point that we are always supported, and we don't have to struggle to be supported on what we intend to do or what we want to live, our service, our potential. So how does money work in this quantum system? That's the real mastery, because when we can transform our all core beliefs and consciousness and surrender to the service, creativity, progress of humanity, positive development, that's how we can tap into this quantum system. And when we stop being, let's say, addicted to thinking or believing that we are dependent on money, that's how we can create more of it. I hope you get the meaning or the feeling what I'm trying to convey here. So I want to tap a little bit on how my money story began to unfold intensely. It started when I stepped on my path of self-employment, because I had to start setting my value. And value and the actual price that you achieve on the market are two different things. So which we are also tapping into in my business academy and in Elite Mind and Worth It programs. So there's a difference between the price and the value, and you need to know what's the gap between the both, because a lot of people think that their work is undervalued, that they deserve more than they actually get, right? And please comment below if you have that feeling. Write it below in the chat. However, if they feel so, like there's a gap between the price and actual amount of the money they get for their work, we need to work on that so that it comes together, this divide, right? We need to bring it together, and it's all about the energy, how we feel, how we think about the money, and about the consciousness, but not solely that, right? We need to know how to manage money, how to invest it, and how to make money work for us, not how we work for money, right? So when I stepped into the world of self-employment, it took me quite a while to transmute the causes of living from mouth to mouth, from hand to hand, from month to month, because it was necessary for me to look into the relationships within the family, what I learned about the money, what I thought about myself, and I need to work hard on transforming those patterns, which at the beginning I couldn't transform them all. I had to tap into my subconsciousness, and you know, when I did that, it threw out my subconsciousness, threw out two beliefs that I would never ever have discovered if I didn't tap into my subconsciousness. And I will share more about it in the coming weeks, but for now, you know, I want you to think and feel into your relationship with money, how you feel about it, how you want this energy to behave towards you. And I am inviting you to post your questions below, because I will be going live answering those questions on that subject. So you can ask what you need to transform, what may be blocking you, or if you want to know more about intuitively how to get more inflow with the energy of the money. And I will be talking more about it in my next video. So I will see you here or in my Facebook group, and I wish you a beautiful and abundant day.